Okay, so today we have some wall space. I have adjusted my computer so you could see over there at the wall. Um, and we also are going to use some light weights. The weights will be optional, but you'll definitely need a wall or a door that is closed. And just because I did have one client that severely hurt themselves when the door accidentally opened, I'm just going to throw out maybe lock the door or make sure it's fully closed. I'm sure you already did, but just to be extra careful there. Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna start standing over at the wall there. Um, my old computer is here. That's okay. Keep your light weights close by. We don't need them for the first part, but we'll need them for the second part. Okay. With or without shoes and socks, it's totally up to you for this first part too. Um, we're gonna start facing the wall. Um, just about a 1 arm's distance, standing comfortably about that far away. And then you can kind of spread your fingers apart from one another. We did a little bit of this work recently too. I think it's a nice warm up for the shoulders. So make sure your hands are maybe in line with your shoulders or slightly below is a nice measurement, I think. And then we're gonna look at our elbows for a minute and then rotate our bones so our elbows are looking out east and west, and then rotate the bones so the elbows are now looking down, and go back and forth there a few times. It can be a little bit of a weird feeling in the shoulders, by the way, to do this, and even in the wrists and the hands. So it's okay if you need to soften your elbows a little bit, or also if something feels really super weird, do a slightly less range of motion. And we're just doing this a few times. I'm trying to let my shoulders relax a little bit, and yes, of course, take a couple deep breaths. And we'll just do one more here. And then I'm gonna step a little bit further away, not too much, just a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna keep my hands ever so slightly below my shoulders. Small movement here. Bend your elbows so they start to go down towards the floor and not out east and west. And then when you re-extend your arms, really push through all your fingers and fully extend through your arms. Bend so your elbows are looking straight down, and then re-extend fully straighten the arms. We're gonna do this 5 more times and you're gonna breathe. 5 and 4. Elbows go down. And 3 and 2. One more. And extend, okay? Arms can come down by your sides. You can just keep them right by your sides. Inhale, let your shoulders rise up. Exhale, neck lengthens as you reach your fingertips and let your shoulders go down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders to ears. And then exhale, neck grows long, fingers reach down. Exhale, 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 exhale. One more like this. And exhale. Okay, coming back to the wall. Slight angle away. Don't stand too far away. And again, fingers are spreading apart from one another. This in and of itself is a good little exercise for mobility in your wrists, stretching out muscles and fascia through the hands. I think you'll feel that if you know it is for you. Okay, so this is a nice little exercise to do. Now we're going to let the elbows bend out to the sides. Adjust your hands if you feel like you need to. Bend and then fully extend. Imagine the exercise is about absolutely fully extending the arms as you go away. We're going to do 6 more. 6. Neck is nice and long. P.S. When you bring yourself closer to the wall, sometimes people reach their head towards the wall. It's not, you can keep your head right where it is. It's almost like you want to bring your chest and your chin, or your nose, maybe, your nose towards the wall. Let's just do 2 more. And push the wall away. 1 more time. And push the wall away. And then let the arms just rest down. Bring your arms so your palms are facing your thighs. And then rotate so your palms are facing outward. My thumbs are looking back. And then rotate all the way around. So now my palms are still looking outward, but I just rotated them fully. Let's do a full rotation 2 more times. Rotate, chest open, stand tall, other way. And again. Last time. Yeah. And then come on back. Okay, we're gonna turn and face the wall again. Slight angle again. I'm just far enough away from the wall that my feet are not underneath my shoulders. Slide your hands down just a little bit so when you come closer, they're still in line with your shoulders. Spread the fingers apart. This one's a little different. We're gonna lift the heels, stand really nice and tall. Guess what? You just increased the activity in your wrists, right? You can probably feel that. And then lower back down. And again, lift the heels and lower down. This is a nice gentle way to work on, again, stretch and mobility in the wrists. And lower down. Take your time on the way up with the heels and take your time on the way down. We're just doing 4 more here. 4. And down. Arms are pretty straight here. 3. And down. 2. And down. Last one here. Up. And down. Push yourself away from the wall. Turn around. Make sure you're not going to slip. I'm telling myself that. Walk your feet away. Yeah, this is okay. Walk your feet away from the wall, maybe like 6 or 7 or a foot away from the wall. I think it should feel kind of intuitive. Walk far enough away so when you lean against the wall, you can try to pull your head, your shoulders, and your low back against the wall. If your shoulders are tight and you're naturally rounding forward, this will be a little harder. So adjust your feet. Usually that helps, okay? And we're going to bring the arms now against the wall. I have my palms against the wall, and I'm going to keep my head against the wall. Let's just first send the shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep breath. If it's more comfortable for your shoulders for you to do something different than palms against the wall, do that. Maybe pinkies or even palms forward. All that's okay. So we're going to move the head, keeping your eyes straight ahead and then moving, kind of let your eyes be the guide, moving your head to the right. And then look at the wall to your right and really get your head to look over in that direction and then come back to the center and look over to the left. Try not to hold your breath. Center and right. And it's also kind of cool to notice what happens with your shoulders when you're moving your head side to side. 1 more each way. Please breathe. See what you see over there on the wall. Anything exciting? And then other side. Come back to the center. Just let your arms go here. Let them just be heavy by your sides. Keeping your shoulders against the wall for this first part. Let your head come forward and round forward as far as you can, keeping the tips of the bottoms of the shoulder blades, or maybe even like your middle upper back against the wall. And then roll back up and replace the head. Again, you can do chin toward your throat, roll forward. Imagine it's the top third of your spine that's rounding forward. Keep that part though of your upper back against the wall and then back up. 2 more here. Forward. When you roll up, get tall. 1 more. Forward. Roll up. Pull your head into the wall. Bring your arms straight ahead. My palms are facing one another. Try to keep your head gently pulling back. Open the arms apart. Palms are looking forward. Keep going there. I just realized now that we're on a different plane, I could come here. Open your arms apart. Yeah, those of you with tight chest muscles, even this is a really nice way to work on stretch through the chest. I feel a stretch through my chest here. Let's do 3 more here. It's an active stretch. Reach wide and then back. Notice what happens in your back as you move your arms. 2 more. Notice if one arm is more likely to go to the wall than the other. And then 1 more here. And then go back. We're gonna hold here. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. 1 more. Bend. And straighten. Let's bend and hold. Hold here. Bring the arms together. Hold here for a second. Keep your elbows and your palms together. Just kind of collapse, like release for just a quick second. Take a breath. And then come back. Elbows together, palms together in front of your chest. And again, we're going to open, bringing everything to the wall. And back again. And open. Imagine the air is thicker. Pull back with the palms and the elbows. And return. Push the elbows and the palms together. 3 more. Active stretch as you move. And back. 2 more. Open. And back. Last one. Open. And back. We're going to open the arms and pause. And then we're going to pull the elbows in towards the ribs. This is weird. And then back up again. Yeah, this is awkward for my shoulders, no doubt. Do what you can here. You can do the movement without being on the wall. But if you can get all the way to the wall, that's interesting to see how that feels. This is hard for me, just to throw this out there. My shoulders are very warm at this part. My left shoulder is super tight. I'm kind of challenging myself to stay against the wall. I wouldn't call this painful. Just feels like a lot of work. 2 more. And down. 1 more time. And down. Ooh, let's just release the arms for a second. And let's just kind of like not do that much work for a second. We're going to do another roll down like we just did with the upper third of the spine. This time we're going to go further. If you want your feet to be maybe parallel to one another, again, just be careful that you're not going to slip. My rug is not going anywhere. Arms are going to be long. We'll start with the head. Same thing though in the beginning. Roll forward so you have the upper thoracic or the tips of your shoulder blades against the wall. Let your head be heavier and see if you can roll through the back a little bit lower, keeping it against the wall. For me, there's only another inch there, and then roll forward. And go as far as you can. Soften the knees if that is a good idea for you when you get to the bottom. Exhale, heavy head. Woo, deep stretch. And then we are slowly rolling back up. We're going to articulate upward. When you can connect to the wall, find your connection and then roll up. Roll up. Head is the last thing up. We're going to do this 1 more time. This time we'll add a little arm reach here at the top. Reach up, push down through your feet, reach up through your fingers. Relax the neck a teeny bit. This time we're going to try even more articulation. Bring your arms down. We'll start again with the head. Upper third of the spine rolls forward. See if you can stay connected to the wall as you flex the spine to roll forward. Ooh, I just lost my connection. And then roll forward. Soften the knees if that works for you, or keep your legs straight. Let your head be heavy here as you exhale. Relax your forehead and your jaw. 1 more breath. And then push down through your feet. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Head against the wall, okay? I am going to come away from the wall. We're going to come back and face the wall one more time here. We're going to come back to our original placement, kind of, which is just a slight angle away from the wall. You'll increase it or decrease it because your body will tell you to, okay? Slide your hands down just a little bit so that's underneath the line of your shoulders. Your feet should be hip distant. Step your right foot to the wall and then bend your right knee so your right knee comes to the wall. You feel a stretch through your left calf? Great. And then straighten and bend the right knee. Keep going here just to give you, so this is as clear as I can be with it. My feet are hip distant. As I bend my right knee, my back leg just stays straight. P.S. Your back foot maybe not turned out, but looking straight ahead. And then coming back. Just give me 2 more with the right knee coming to the wall and then away. One more time to the wall and then away, and then push through your palms. Bring your right foot back, bring your left foot forward to the wall. The further back your back foot is, the deeper the stretch you'll get here. Bend, knee to wall. Push away through the palms. Bend, push away. Bend, push away. 2 more. Push away. 1 more. Push away. Push through your palms. Send the left foot back. Heels together, toes apart. Lift your heels. Adjust your hands. We're going to do 1 set here of standing push-ups here. Nice and long through the spine for 10. 10. Belly button is in. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one here. And come away. Relax your arms. Just let your arms be heavy here. Roll your shoulders one way and then the other way. Maybe move your head around a little too, okay? We're going to grab our light weights. So grab those. I have just these regular weights. I gave these other ones, weights of mine, away. I love using those weighted balls, 2 or 3 pounds. I think those are so good for grip strength and just using your hands in a more dynamic way. So if you have those, you can grab them. You're going to stand tall, arms right by your sides, heels together or parallel. Lift the chest, palms are facing, and then press back. Keep your palms facing your thighs. Come all the way up, shoulder height-ish. Press back. Okay, so we did all that mobility warm-up stuff for the shoulders. When you press back, think shoulders down and in towards one another. Arms are straight. Let's do 4 more. And press back. 3 more. And back. And 2. And back. Getting taller. 1 more. And back. Bring your arms all the way up. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are kind of down, belly is in. Bicep curl yourself towards your shoulders. Reach out, reaching the knuckles away from you. Add a little extra resistance by making the air a little thicker than it normally is. Take your time here. Just 4 more. And extend. And 3. And extend. Palms are still to the ceiling if you can. Adjust that if you need to. Reach out. 1 more. And reach out. Flip your palms in towards one another. Come all the way down. Hold here. Ear to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. Reach down through your knuckles as you move your head. 1 more each way. ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Come back to the center. Just give me a quick little circle around front. And then one more where you just came from. And then back center, okay? We're coming back up this situation here. Palms are facing one another. We did this on the wall. Open, and maybe all the way back in if you can. Add that extra resistance from a magic thick air situation. 5, and in, and 4, and in, and 3, good, and in, 2 more, and in. This one we're gonna open and pause, knuckles go down and up. Take a break if you need it. Down and up, standing tall, just 3 more, breathe. And up, 2 more, down and up, 1 more, down. When you come up, bring the elbows in and turn your palms up. Just relax there for a minute, let the shoulders relax a little bit. Take a breath, stand tall. Your thumbs are almost aiming to the wall behind you. Your palms are really facing up here. And then you come in, tap the weights in front of your ribs, and then reach back, reach back, reach back, reach back, and then back in, and then reach, 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 reach. We're doing 4 more. Make that reach back a big stretch. Reach. And 3, breathe. 2. You know, some of us have like just extra fascia tightness or even scar tissue. You know, it takes a lot of work to move that stuff around. 1 more. Reach back. And some of it's so tight, it doesn't want to budge at all, right? And then bring your arms right by your sides. Just 1 more quick little circle, 1 in each direction. And then back. And back to the center. Okay, so I'm gonna come parallel with my feet. You will adjust in this next part. If holding the weights doesn't seem like a good way to work mobility, just leave them out and add your heavy air, okay? I'm gonna keep parallel feet. I'm gonna soften my knees, send my hips back just a little bit. And I'm gonna bend my elbows so my arms are right by my sides, right in, belly button is in here. First, we're gonna try just a simple arm extension. When we get moving, this will be where we will go. Arms right by your sides, palms in. And let's just do that a few more times. Draw your belly in, stretch out long. We practiced against the wall, really fully extending your arms. See if you can do that here too. 2 more. And then 1 more time. And we're gonna add. Hold here, this is your start. 1 arm is gonna stretch straight ahead, maybe by your ear, and then re-extend. And then the other one. Good, now we're gonna do arm extend by your side as the opposite one stretches forward. Return to start. Return to start. Return to start. Return 1 more each way. And come in, other side. And come in, come all the way up and stand tall, okay? Keeping your feet kind of where they are, hip distant. Come back to that little squat, I guess, little hinge. Knees are soft, hips back, hug arms. Lengthen your spine, belly is in. And then back in. And back in. We'll do 5 more here. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one here. Come all the way in and all the way up. Okay, just for a moment, Put your weights down where, like, I'm gonna be lying down right here. The weights will be right next to me when I get there. And just come to the wall before we go down there. Facing away from the wall, your right or left hand will do both, is gonna come to the wall and your fingertips will be looking back. So already this is kind of intense for me. Exactly what your right hand is doing, do it with your left, but into the air. Reach both sets of fingers back. See if you can relax, like bring the shoulders down, stand tall, and then turn away from the wall. And then return and turn away from the wall. And then return, spread your fingers apart. 2 more, breathe, breathe. And return 1 more time. And return, heavy arms for a minute. Heavy arms, relax your jaw. Of course, we have to do the other side. Opposite hand, right on the wall. Fingers look back, spread your fingers apart. And then opposite arm does the same thing. Shoulders, see if you can bring them away from your ears slightly. And then turn away from the wall. This side, yeah, you may notice one side has a lot less mobility or is just weirder, tighter, tinglier. Those are all the things I feel on this side. 3 more, breathe. And return. 2 more. Spread your fingers apart. Good, 1 more time, 1 more time. Come back and return. Heavy arms, okay? Maybe just like make a couple of fists and just roll through your wrists a little. And then move your fingers apart, move them, groove them. Okay, we're gonna come down to the floor. I'm just gonna adjust the camera a little bit. And we'll come down. If you prefer to have something when we do mat work underneath your head, you can always keep a yoga block or a squishy ball or a towel or a small pillow nearby, things that you like for yourself. That's okay. I'm just going to be down on the mat, I think. So let's come all the way down, and we're just going to start with a shin hug here and rocking a bit right and left. And see if you can take a couple deep breaths along the way. You can hold on to your shins, or of course you can hang on behind your thighs if that's a better choice for any reason. And let's take 2 more breaths here as you rock at your own pace. And we will make our way back to the center. Hold on to the right shin and just put the left leg down for a moment. Get yourself situated so you're nice and flat through your spine. Send your chin in so you can lengthen through your neck just a little bit. And we're going to slowly straighten through the left leg to increase the stretch through the right hip. Bring your hands behind your right thigh. Elbows can kind of widen so you can send your shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to try to extend and bend the leg. Let's get the foot moving too. Flex the foot on the way up. Point the foot on the way down. Flex on the way up. Point on the way down. 2 more. Flex and point. 1 more. Flex and point. Slide the left leg back in. Bring the left leg all the way in towards you, and you're going to switch where your hands are. Bring your hands to your left shin or behind your thigh. That's fine too. Bring the right foot to the ground. Let your elbows widen a little bit. Let's keep that neck nice and long. Continue to breathe as you slide your right leg all the way out. And then transfer your hands to the back of your left thigh. And we will flex up and point down. And flex up and point down. And flex up and point down. 1 more. Flex up, point down, slide the right leg back in, bring the right leg up to meet the left leg. Let's do both hands behind your thighs. Keep yourself here, just kind of pulling your legs in a little bit. Move your head for a moment all the way to the right and all the way to the left. One more each way. Breathe. And then back to the center. You can carefully lower your feet down. Bring your hands to your hip bones, like maybe your fingertips are right on these bones of your pelvis. And we're just going to gently rock the pelvis back and forth. You can go through an arched back to a rounded, curled up pelvis a few times at your own pace here. Just notice a little bit how that feels. Is it tight? Is it easy? Is it painful? Are you limited in your mobility? Does it feel nice and lovely? Whatever it is, good to notice. Breathe. And then come back to the center. Rock your pelvis right and left. One hip bone goes up as the other one goes down. And then again, vice versa. Go back and forth. You don't have to sway your knees right and left too much in order to move the bones of the pelvis here, okay? So see if you can isolate this little movement here. I'm kind of pushing down with one foot as that hip bone goes up. And again, one more each way. And then come back to the center. And then just hold yourself kind of neutral through your pelvis, not jammed down, not overly arched, somewhere in the middle. And then reach over and grab your nice light weights here. And you can bring your arms right by your sides. I'm standing the weights up and pushing down into one side of the weights. Lengthen your arms and your neck. Scoot your feet somewhat close to your tush. Adjust them as you need to. Push down through the weights as you lift your pelvis a little bit and then lower back down. Each time you come up, maybe you can come a little higher up. And maybe there's an exhale to bring you up and an inhale to come down. And down. Let's do about 6 more here. Continue to go at your own pace if you want. Arms are nice and long. Try not to increase pressure into the neck as you lift your hips up, but instead reach your knees away from you and your knuckles away from you. 2 more. And again. This time we're going to lift and hold. Lift and hold. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. Lengthen your neck. Energize through your arms. Right arm is going to come up straight above the shoulder. Left arm is going to come up straight above the shoulder. Right arm slowly goes down. Left arm slowly goes down. Inhale, bring your pelvis back down. Exhale, return. Hold there. Lengthen your neck. Left arm up. Right arm up. Slowly bring the left arm down. Slowly bring that right arm down. Nice long neck here. Lower the hips. Inhale. Exhale, return. Find that release in your neck. Both arms up. Slowly go down. And again, up. Slowly go down. Again, up. Slowly go down. You're going to hold at the bottom. Lower the hips down. Just rock right and left a little bit. Move the pelvis and the knees a teeny bit. Take a nice deep breath. Okay. I'm going to walk my feet back in towards one another, feet and knees together. Make any modifications you want to along the way here. Arms are going to be nice and long. We're going to practice curling the head, neck, and shoulders up. Along the way, I'm going to lift the weights. It kind of adds energy to the movement, I think. Take a nice deep breath in, curling up with your exhale. Lifting the arms just right outside of your thighs. And then lower back down. Inhale down, exhale up. Quick note about the shoulders here. When you curl up, reach your arms forward and slide your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale down. 3 more. How about the deepest breath you can do here? Exhale, curl up. And down. And again. And down. We've got one more here. And come all the way down, okay? Keep your arms just like they are, or change them if for some reason you want to. Bring your legs up into tabletop. Let's do knees over belly button here. Let's actually transfer the hands so they're on top of the weights, just pressing down into the top portion of the weight and reaching forward through your fingertips. Keep your abdominals drawn in and reach one of your heels to the ground while keeping your abdominals in control, and then the other one, okay? So when you lower one leg, I'm drawing my abdominals in towards the ground. Breathe. Down. If you want to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, go for it. I'm going to keep my head down here, but you listen to your body. 2 more here. And then last one. Going a little slower increases the challenge, I think. Slowly lower one leg, and then the other, and then slide your feet back in again, okay? I'm going to grab onto these weights and I'm going to roll onto my right side, or I'm going to face the computer, really. I'm just going to put my weights down next to me for this first part, and then let's roll over onto our bellies completely. And you can just rest your head on your hands for this first part. Get yourself situated and just kind of wiggle around until it feels like you're lying flat. Let's do 3 breaths into our ribs, our back, and our belly. Do what you can to relax the shoulders. Okay, so I would love for you to keep breathing really deeply like that. Bring your fingertips together underneath your nose or your forehead and send your shoulders away from your ears just a little bit. Lower your forehead and just rest it above or right on your fingertips. And then push down gently through the arms as you lift your head to look straight ahead. Don't work too hard to do this. Don't overdo it. Send your shoulders away and gently push down through your palms and then lower back down, okay? Small movement. When we were against the wall, we rolled forward, right? Off the wall, and we came to the tips of the shoulder blades. Now we are doing the opposite of that. So do what you can to isolate the top portion of your spine. For me, I'm gently pressing down through, I guess, sort of the hip bones and the pubic bone as I lift and lower. Just 2 more like this. Pull yourself forward and up. And then one more time. And left. And lower all the way down. Just bring your head to one side and relax for a moment. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. And we're going to come up and prop ourselves up on our forearms. Try to get your elbows in a little bit towards the ribs. Just like you did on the wall, spread your fingers apart. Push the floor away from you. Lift your belly button in towards your spine and see if you can keep that support as you move through this next part. Bend one leg, and we're just going to kick towards the tush and then re-extend. This should be a big stretch to the front of the leg. Opposite leg, kick, and re-extend. I like flex the foot, keep it flexed, and then point on the way down. Flex. P.S. When I'm kicking my tush, I'm lifting my belly. Kick, and down, and switch. Kick, and down, and switch. Kick, and down, and switch. Kick, kick, and one more each way. Other side. And then lower down, widen your elbows, put your head back on your hands, take a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale. One more exercise here. Swing your arms around by your side so your palms are facing the ground. Forehead down on the ground. Just relax and take one deep belly breath. And then you can try this with your exhale. I'm sorry, with your inhale. With your next inhale, lift your head and your chest and reach back through your fingers. And then exhale, come all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, if it feels intuitive to lift your legs, go ahead and do it. And then lower down. One more time. Lift, 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 and lower down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Quick child's pose. Stretch here. Sit back and stretch forward. One more deep breath here. Okay, quick little leg series here. Come onto your side. You can bend your knees. When you come onto your side, get your upper body kind of as straight as you can. If keeping your head on your arm is uncomfortable, this would be a good place to grab that yoga block or a squishy ball or a towel. And we're gonna grab this cute little light weight and just put it right behind the top knee. This is my left leg. Of course, we're gonna do both sides. So whatever side you're on is okay. See if you can bring it right behind the knee and then just kind of hover the leg hip height. Bring this top leg up and just hold it there for a second. Bring your top hand to your top hip and just gently push the hip away from you. You don't have to crazy push it away, but when I do that, it feels like I'm lifting away from the ground and it just creates some nice energy there, okay? So see if you can keep that, lower the leg down, and then lift it up higher than the hip. Lower down and lift up. Let's do 5 more. 5 and up and 4 and up and 3, 2, 1 more time. And then lower down, grab the weight for a second, just relax the leg. Hold on to the weight with your arm. Bring the arm straight by your side. And I want you to really lie on your side here and kind of plug the top shoulder in a little bit. Bring the top arm up directly over the shoulder if you can. And then lower back down. And again, up and back down. I'm still pretending like the air is a little thicker here. 4 and down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. Now come up and pause here. Turn your palm forward, keeping your upper body still. Bring the weight forward, maybe tap the ground and come on back up. I'm not letting my upper body move here. So my hand goes lower than the line of my shoulder. 4 more. 4 and up and 3. Long arms, straight arms and up. Energy through the wrist. 2 and up. 1 last time. And up, bend your elbow behind the knee again. Okay, so come back. See if you can gently push this hip away just to keep one hip on top of the other. Now the top leg is going to come forward and back. Forward. You can really do whatever you want with your top arm, by the way. Just try and keep it light wherever you are, keeping yourself still through your upper body, as still as you can. 4 more here. Really try and reach that leg back each time. And 3, 2, 1 more. Forward. Come back, grab that cute little weight. Relax your leg. Bring your weight in your hand right in front of your ribs, straighten out your spine, and knuckles up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Weight behind the knee. Weight behind the knee. Okay, for this next part, you're gonna have your knee look straight ahead and just make a circle on whatever your knee is looking at. Around for 6, and then 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one here. And we go the other way around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weight. We're not doing anything fancy with the weight here. Just hold it in front of you for a moment. Take a breath. Top leg floats up. You're keeping your knee where it is. Foot to foot, foot higher than the leg. Down and up. Do what you can to really keep that knee nice and still. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Lower all the way down. Bring your bottom arm in front of you. Transfer the weight into the bottom arm. We're going to end up goal posting or cactusing this arm and then opening the opposite arm in the other direction and looking in the other direction. Sometimes I put the weight in the hand that's opening up to the other side, but sometimes I find putting it in this hand just kind of grounds that arm down in place. So feel free to switch it if you want. Few deep breaths here. Exhale out tension that you have in your neck, your shoulders, your hips, wherever. Okay, and then roll right over to the other side. Let's even ourselves out. So come onto your side and bend your knees. Get yourself situated so your spine is in a nice straight line. Top hand to the hip, kind of push your hip away. Lift yourself away from the floor a bit, and then lower and lift. Lower and lift. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then lower down. Grab the weight. Bring your arm by your side. Really get yourself nice and straight. Plug that top shoulder in and up to the ceiling. Slowly return. Nice and still through your midsection. And slowly return. 5, and 4. I guess I have my palm looking down at my side. Palm looking straight ahead is probably nice too. Maybe try both. See which one you like better. Or maybe one feels more valuable than the other. And this next one, we're gonna come up and pause, keeping your upper body still. Lower and return. Lower and return. And again, breathe. And up. Last 3 here. And 2. 1 more. And then come down. Just relax through your midsection for a second. And then give the weight back to behind the leg. Lift again away from the floor. So now we're coming forward and back. forward, and back. Don't rush through this, please. This is mobility work. Forward and back. Really reach that knee behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come forward, grab your weight, rest for a moment, bring the elbow right by your side, and knuckles up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one here, all the way down. Give the weight back to your leg, okay? Have your knee look in front of it. We are circling around whatever it's looking at for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and of course we go the other way. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab your weight, relax it down. Just put your weight down for a second, and then lift your top leg. Keep the knee where it is. Down and up. Down and up. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower all the way down. Bring your bottom arm forward. Give that bottom arm the weight and then bend. So it ends up being like a goalpost arm or a cactus. And then reach the other arm all the way away. And just like we did on the other side, try and exhale out any tension you feel in your body parts. Okay. Roll forward. You can leave that weight there. Let's come to the hands and knees, and we're going to make our way up to stand. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just give me a couple of rocks here. Sit back towards the heels and then come forward a few times. Back towards the heel and come forward. A couple more here. One more. And I'm going to come up to stand through a down dog. And you can come with me if you'd like, or do something else that feels right today. Let your head be heavy and take a big old exhale. And then I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet and let the upper body be all the way released. Hands to elbows with a big exhale. And one more. Let your arms release. Soften your knees. Push through your feet. Roll up. Roll up. Roll up. When you come to the top, bring your head up. One more thing for the road. Bring your arms up and you can hook your thumbs and reach your fingertips up. Just relax your chin down a little bit and stretch over side to side. One more each way. Back to the center. And come all the way down. Take one breath. Okay. We did it, you guys.